Hello everyone, welcome to tutorial 3 of PHP Web Services. Before we go ahead, please subscribe our channel quickly so that you can see upcoming videos immediately. So tutorial 3 is about JSON and JavaScript. Okay, although it's about this whole series is about PHP, but it's really useful to know about JavaScript as well, right? If you want to see tutorial 2 video, so this is the URL. I will put this URL in the description of this video. So today with JSON and JavaScript, what we are going to do is we are going to use get method that we have seen with the tutorial 2 as well a little bit. So we'll see now get method. All right. So before we go to the detail, I want to show you how the JSON actually works. So this is your client. These are the client devices. You send request to the web server here, which has a database. So you will send request and the server will send you a JSON or XML based request. All right. So first we will see JSON in this tutorial, and in the next tutorial I will go for the XML and JavaScript. They are pretty easy. So how the JSON looks like. Basically, JSON actually is so how JSON actually looks like. JSON data is written as key value pairs in curly brackets. All right. So how does JSON look like? JSON data is written as key value pairs in curly bracket objects. So this is the important point, key value, exactly like this, in double quotes, then colon, and then value. Keys must be strings and value must be a valid JSON data type, like string, number, object, array, boolean, or null. Key and values are separated by a colon, like this colon. Each key value pair is separated by a comma. So how does it look like exactly? See this one. This is example. So in this object, we have three pairs. Number one is name John, age 30, and then car is null. They don't have, he does not have a car, for example. Okay, so notice both the keys and values here are in double quotes. But in this case, only key is in double quotes. Because this is a number, number does not need to be in double quotes. Otherwise, it is considered as a string. So first of all, these are the important things JSON data type file should have. Like we should have object, string, uh, key value pair, data types, and syntax. I'm showing you really the single object in JSON. First of all, we should have this curly bracket start and end. Everything is enclosed in this. This is one object. So in this one object, we have this information of a user. For example, first name Emran, last name Gani, age this, and email. And notice here is a comma. After each key value pair, there is a comma, but you don't need to put at the end. This is one object with 4 elements. You might put just one element like just first name, no problem. And now see this one, 3 objects in one array. This time we are using array. Notice this square bracket. Of course, we start with the curly bracket start, curly bracket ends, square bracket for array. It starts there and it ends here, right? And then here we have, notice this thing, we have what is this called? This is object, one object, okay? And then this is the second object. And finally, we have the third object. Notice each object should be separated by a comma here, here, but last object does not need to have. And in each object, each element must be separated by a comma, like at the end here, see? But last element does not need to be. So what is the valid JSON? This is a valid JSON like prop, and in double quotes and colon and USA in double quotes. This is also okay. Double quote, the key is double quote, colon, and this is a number. It should not be in a double quote. But this is invalid. What is invalid? Notice double quote is missing here. And here also invalid. We are putting single quotes. So this is also invalid. Got the idea? Now I scroll through this quickly. Once you have this kind of object, let's say we put everything in a person variable in a JavaScript. So this is a JavaScript. We will see how to put it in a file and how we parse this. So person colon bracket, curly bracket start ends, and we have 4 key values. Now we need to get, for example, I want to access age. I need to know the path, how to get this age, because it starts from this person. So to access age, this is the path. Person, which is this, and then it's key age. Okay. So object dot this, it's the instance. So person dot age. If I put this, it will return me 44. Now if I want to see email, what should I do? I just change age to email and I will get this email address. This is fine. This is without array. Now let's move on to the array. Let's say we have more than one person. So of course we need to have persons. All right. So then we have users. This one should be in array. See this square bracket? And we have multiple people. One person and second and third. And as you know, in any programming language, first element is at 0. So it means this whole stuff it at 0 index, right? And this one is at 1 index and this one is at index 2. Correct. I want to see age, all right, of user 2, which is here actually Wilson, for example. I want to see Wilson's age. So where do I start? Of course, I will start from here first. So persons and then users. Which user? 0, 1 or 2? I want to see this 2. So 2 index and its element, its final age here. So this whole thing will return me 60, right? If I want to see the Imran's email address, so I will put what? 0 and then here I will put email. So this is how you have to access the path for age or any other element. Got it? All right, good. Finally, there are 2 ways to access JSON object, using dot or using bracket. Okay, so we will see these things soon. Let's go to the our code now. I'll show you 2 different types of JavaScripts. First of all, this is simply an HTML file. Okay, and its name is JSON JSON.html. All right, this is the file. I'm putting it in this script here so that you can see. All right, so please create a file JSON.html where you will store it like before. In the previous tutorial, we are saving everything in XAMPP. Okay, for example, your path is C, XAMPP, and then, okay. So where do you store it? We'll store it in C, XAMPP, htdocs, and then web services. This is my folder is here. So I will store this thing in this web services. Okay, you might have different path. Now we have this. First of all, I am creating a P tag. Okay, ID is show text. It means, and it's empty. We start P and we end T and P. There is nothing inside, is empty. So what we will say is we will put our we'll access this element from JavaScript. Okay, and we will put our data here through browser. All right, so JSON. This is our JSON string that we have seen before. So name Peter, one pair, another pair, age 50, city Indiana. Notice the whole thing, this one is in single quote. Okay, there are different ways to write that. We might remove this one. I will show it to you. If we remove, what changes we should make later on. So first of all, let's put everything in one single quote, surrounded by single quote. So this is everything is in this string, which is var variable. Then JSON.parse. This is JavaScript method. Put this in here, pass this whole string, and we call the whole thing is becomes my object. Then now we want to get name. I want to access name Peter. I just want to show Peter in my browser. So what will I do? I will say like this, document. This whole file is a document dot get element by ID, because we have certain elements. We have like this. We have P as element. What is the name? Show text. This is the element ID. Do what? In dot inner HTML, in the inner HTML inside this, put this one, my object dot name. This my object dot name Peter. So it should put Peter in here, and we will see that. Okay, save it. I have saved this. I open my browser. All right, here, and then my localhost. In my localhost, I have web services folder and JSON.html. Okay, cool. We got Peter. Now, if I want to change this, I want to say I want his age. Simply I change the age here as variable. Go back and refresh here. Age is 50. Cool. Right? So we are accessing like this. This is one way. Another way is a bit simpler way. Okay, what is that? That is like this. Okay, there is another way that is quite simpler than this one. We remove this single quote. Everything is JSON string. Okay, and then I don't need this parsing. I delete this. Instead, I type this. Okay, this is JSON string, and I want name. Okay, and put it in the name and copy this name. Okay, copy it, go there and put it here. Save it, refresh it, and you get Peter back. All right, this is using the square bracket. I can use without square bracket. So without square bracket, you will put dot. This is, and you remove this, remove double quotes. All right. Okay. So same thing. Just to make sure that it's correct, I put Peter 1. Go back. Okay, we get Peter 1. Got the idea? So this is a simpler way without parsing. So we access directly and we pass it to this one. And we see that. All right, that's all for this video. Please subscribe our channel so that you can see the upcoming videos, tutorials, and I'll show you the next video soon. Okay, bye.